Oh, you know what I didn't check? Oh, it's okay. It actually did work. Mine's a little off size, but I can fix that. I totally forgot to look at the cameras in OBS.
Oh.
But
You're fine.
but good news, they're fine. Well, they're working. I gotta work on mine. But that's okay.
Yeah, yours is a little close up.
Oh nope, that's the box.
But yeah, I've been working pretty diligently on the Skies of Arcadia RPG conversion.
Yeah.
And I think the big problem is just like not knowing where to start.
Yeah, that is a thing.
I what I did was I was like, okay, let me just try and like make a character sheet, and then when I hit a part where like, well, how's that gonna work? Then I can work on that aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I also I would like to describe the time between the last time I played Pathfinder and the difference between that and Path in second edition, like the time between the two.
Yeah.
It's like I grew up in a town and I was expecting everything to be the same, and then I get here and it's like all kinds of things opened up, and I'm like, I don't know what any of it. Like I know, like I understand where things are, but now there's all these bodegas and I don't know what they do.
Not the bodegas.
And it's just like I'm also, because I have to break down so many of the rules into how it's going to work, I'm also realizing that we house ruled out a lot of things.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, do I need them or not? Like, I know there's proficiencies, but there's also this new, like, trained, expert, master, and legendary that give more proficiencies. And it's like, how do you go from one to the other?
What's my thing doing?
Like, I know that when you start, it's like, hey, because you picked this class, you're trained in this proficiency, or you're an expert in this, but like, from there, how do you, like, go further?
I have to look at the rules. I think proficiencies give you a set bonus number.
Yeah.
Like you get an additional +2 or something if you're proficient in it, and then if you're expert in it, you get like a +4, and then if you're a legendary, you get +6 or something. I do not remember, but it is just like a pretty easy thing.
Yeah, it definitely... It's one of those things where it's like, I want to incorporate stuff that people are familiar with, so it's easier to understand, but also, like, is that going to break the stuff that they're not familiar with? Because really, I'm just terrified about making that mistake twice.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Judge Giraffe. Also, hi again, Tonal.
Hey, everybody.
I sent you an invite.
I got it.
Oh,
I didn't realize that I didn't realize that if I was in the game, it would have to restart the game. So it's like, it's better just to wait for whoever's hosting to start hosting. No. There we go.
I am getting some really weird lag. Let me check my controller or something, make sure. Okay, battery's full. Let's change the grip. It wasn't doing it before.
Yeah, because at this point, that should be on your end, like, entirely.
Yeah.
So I don't think it has to do with being online.
Try it, Bowser Jr. Well, do you have a map preference?
No.
Alright, well then I shut and this one. Alright, sounds good. But yeah, if you're... I would say try to not house rule.
Yeah. What I'm trying to do is, if I find something, it's just is something that's already in Pathfinder, but like it's really not gonna be necessary to cut it and to add anything that is required to make it a Skies or Arcadia thing. Other than that, I want to keep everything the same.
Okay.
Like the magic stuff, I know that it came across confusing, but I feel like that's the only way it's gonna work how it should. And the important thing is, if it's confusing, that's okay. I get it. And unlike with the Sea of Thieves one that's very vague, I'll be able to explain it, so it should be easy to understand.
Yeah. As long as it doesn't have to necessarily make sense, all the sense right now.
Yeah.
But to be able to make sense in-game.
Yeah. It'll make more sense, I think, when people are making their characters and they see, like, the magic you can choose from.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of what I'm assuming, because a lot of stuff in...
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
A 1 in 6 chance.
Well, that's still a chance.
It is.
What's mine? 1s and 4s and 9?
And a 9, jeez.
Yeah, Baby Bowser is wild. That's why I picked Baby Bowser.
I mean, I picked Shy Guy because
I
love Shy Guy.
That's fair. That's a good reason.
Were you around for the Mario movie when we watched it?
No, I wasn't, unfortunately.
Oh, we gotta watch it when you come over.
Maybe. There's so... Doggone it, Luigi, already with the ally.
I was talking to somebody about it today, and I feel like the assessment I gave him is pretty accurate. It's like, I don't know if you'll love it or like it, but it's definitely more enjoyable than you think it's going to be. Exactly the same description I could give to the D&D movie.
Oh shoot, I like Diddy Kong's die.
Yeah. Although one of them is just a coin.
That's okay. Because it's still 0, so if you're like on an item space and you roll a 0, you still get the item space.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's worth it. Hey Deeps.
Hey Deeps.
Also, if anybody has this game and wants to join, you're welcome too. I'll reset it. This is just round 1.
Yeah, and this is a casual stream, so if we gotta reset, we don't really care. At least I don't.
Wow, yeah.
You might be all like, I gotta be a pro.
I'm a freaking pro at this. I'm going national. I'm not going national.
But yeah, that I highly recommend the Mario movie. I definitely think it will. Your lowest intentions, it will at least surprise. I'm not gonna say it's a guaranteed success for everybody, but there's a reason why it's tying for number 1.
Oh, I got 2 golds. Yes. Come on. Come on, get in there. Oh my gosh, yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I thought I was doing well, then I looked over.
I got like 5 gold ones. What's up, Pogson?
Yeah, dude, it's funny because when our friends came over, we watched a double feature because neither of them had seen Mario or D&D.
Oh,
and
wow.
watched them back to back, and I was like, it's weird how similar both of these movies are outside of the plot and everything. As far as like both of them are movies that had a first attempt that was such a colossal failure, it put a stink on any future attempt.
For years.
And they really, really were pulling something risky by making a movie, and it pulled off really well.
Well, I'm glad it pulled off. Like, I'm not convinced I'll like it, but ooh, nice job. That's okay, you know.
I mean, hey, if you don't want to watch it, I'm not gonna make you. But I just feel like I think you'll like it more than you think you will.
It's entirely possible. Ally space, ally space, ally space. Yes. Give me a buddy.
Allies, they're fine, but like they get you in trouble sometimes.
They can, but I don't care. I like having them. Like it's like a moral support more than anything.
Oh, this isn't the one with stickers.
No, it's not.
The original D&D does have Jeremy Irons cheesing it up, which was made. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it
just
does.
like how the original Mario movie has Bob Hopkins being delightful.
Yes.
But
I don't hate the original D&D movie. I don't think it's that bad. It's
I
not
don't
good.
hate it either. I saw it in theaters.
Oh wow.
I don't. It definitely has some very, very weird choices.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But I am also, not to sound like trendy or anything, but I'm also a person who typically, who finds a lot of joy in movies that other people seem to hate for no real reason other than like its history.
Yeah.
Like, prime example is Waterworld. I love Waterworld. It's constantly referred to as an awful movie. But other than the fact that it was a financial bomb and therefore it's gone down in history as a bomb, I don't have any problems with it.
Hey, Shauna.
Hey, Sean.
Oh, that's right. We gotta do this thing. We gotta work together to do. Luigi, get out of freaking way! Okay, I gotta go down these stairs. I'm sorry.
I haven't seen Waterworld, but I feel like I've only heard good things. See, that's the thing. Waterworld is there's a string of, I guess, really everything, but I'm thinking about movies to games. But there's like a string of movies that are like the Wind Waker of film.
Yeah.
Where it's just like it just became famously hated without a lot of people playing or seeing them. And then when someone finally does watch it, like, oh, it's not that bad actually. And so more and more people start going, it's actually pretty good. Just because streaming has made it to where like, well, it's free. I may as well like watch it.
And you're like, oh, it's not bad. Oh, okay, you can pass each other on the stairs. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh, got it. Oh, it's a double
Well.
box. I hear a timer going off. I need to check on that after we finish this.
I thought you were talking about the game. I was like, really?
No, in reality, here in the meat space.
It's been forever since I've seen Waterworld. I remember it was swinging for the fences. I don't know if it was connected with the ball, but swinging for the fences.
Ready?
During the time around 90s. What?
Why didn't I do it? I did it.
I don't know.
Why didn't I do it?
This is a
Super Mario Party.
Super Mario Party.
I gotta check on that timer. I'll be right back.
It's funny, speaking of the original Mario movie, while he checks on his timer, I've been watching. I don't remember what the YouTube channel is, but I know that one of their Patreons' name is the Goomba Mattress, and I was like, I know what that is. That's Bob Hopkins, like Goomba Mattress. It's like one of my favorite moments.
Oh yeah, get an item.
Oh, yeah. Well.
Yeah, put it right in your burger box. All right, Daisy, let's do this. Oh, that's right. I can use a Daisy dice now. 3s and 4s.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess there's times where that's useful.
Like right now, where I'll land on an item square if I do a 3 or a 4.
Yeah, talking about like my subjective movie choices, it always is really fun
Oh,
whenever
well.
whenever I bring up like how much I like Waterworld to a person who like deals with movies like a lot of people deal with like sports, where it's all about the stats. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, you'll hate this. I love Waterworld. I think Jaws is boring as shit. They always do.
Oh, give me that mushroom. Ooh, a golden mushroom. I'll buy a golden mushroom. Heck yeah. You know what's funny? I did the thing, and I was like, yeah, 3 or 4, and then I forgot that Daisy can roll, and she rolled a 2, and so I missed him.
Jaws is a damn masterpiece. Is it, though?
I mean, it's... I will respect Jaws' legacy.
Yeah.
And, like, what it did for movies. But that movie is, like, 90% B-roll.
Mm-hmm.
And I do not enjoy it.
Yeah, I understand its fame. It's kind of like, it's the thing is like, it's fine to appreciate a movie for what it is and what it's done, but also be like, but better things have come out since.
Yeah.
It's the same way as like looking at like Atari, revolutionary, but it's garbage.
Oh no, there's some good Atari games.
Are there? Or there's just some that are better than the other ones?
I agree with you, Tonal. I didn't see it when I was a kid, but I enjoy Mario Brothers, the original, as an adult. I think it's great.
I do too.
So I'm with you.
I did the whole review on it that gave it credit where other people didn't.
Were you about to be stolen from?
Yeah, it's
But yeah, like,
I mean, it's fine it's fine to love Jaws.
Yeah.
I just like I feel like its legacy makes it one of those movies that even people who haven't seen it call it amazing, which is fine. It's just it is a movie that while like we watched a very slow-paced movie on Tuesday that I do like, and but it's because it's provocative. Jaws is just about finance and waiting for a moment where there's a shark.
I would say it's more than that. I would give more credit to Jaws than that. Oh wow, we're all fighting Diddy Kong
I mean, it's
again.
more than it's more than that.
Because like it is more of a critique of like, oh, here's the people that we're gonna, oh shoot. Oh.
It's late as hell for an ice cream truck.
Go for the adults.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. Yeah, I mean, it is more than that, but I will say, okay, how about this, Pogson? It is acceptable.
Start.
I feel like it's acceptable to say that Jaws. Oh, now it's.
Oh, Luigi!
No, it's
oh
fine.
my gosh, duck on it, Luigi.
That it's. Hold on, I can't think of that.
Can't think and dodge.
Its fame has probably overhyped the movie.
Yeah.
Because I remember Jesse and I watched it together for the first time.
Well,
Like,
I'd
neither of
seen
us
it
had
before.
seen it.
No, I'd seen it before.
Oh, you
and
had?
I liked
Okay.
it. I remember liking it. And then when I watched it a second time, all of the suspense was... Oh, thank you for winning that for us, by the way. Luigi and I yucked it right up.
That's all right.
But yeah, like, I liked it the first time, but then once I knew what was coming, I, like, remembered the good parts, because it had been years since I had seen it, and I remembered the good parts, and then I was like, oh, watching it again, being like, yeah, all right, there is a lot of dead space.
Yeah, and like I was saying after we watched it, because I had never seen it before, it's like, boy, that movie seems like its entire fame comes from the last 15 minutes.
I would say it's more than that, because some people really like I was,
20 minutes.
when I was talking to Omar about it, where he does like the beginning part, where like you have the people that are like, we can't shut down the beach, like the tension from that, the like conflict of interest, all of that. Like, I can understand why someone would like that. I did not,
Yeah. I mean, I get it. Like,
but I do think it has value beyond just the ending. But the ending is the main part.
It's about greed. I understand that. Like, that's kind of where I come from, where it's like, okay, yeah, but it's also very long.
Yeah, it is. I'm sorry, when did Darren compare the shark to a penis?
He's saying that's something he probably would do.
Oh, okay.
Because he's very, deeper meaning artistic. Which they're there, yes. But when people are like, no, the movie is about this, it's like, no, the movie is also about this. Like, I had an argument with someone who was like, no, Jurassic Park is about parenting. Like, no, it's also about parenting. It is also a movie about a dinosaur park.
Yeah, it's not exclusively about parenting.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Discordia.
Oh, he really did.
Goes well. Oh my gosh. It was on the podcast? Dang. I'll ask Darren. Be like, when did you compare the Jaws shark to a penis? And where can I find this? Uh-oh. Big bomb counting down.
Oh, but, it...
Free for all?
I like to also just sort of, and I need to keep going with the reviews, but YouTube's algorithm has sort of moved the passion away from that, where it's like, well, I could try, but why?
Yeah.
And it's like, I put a lot of effort into the videos that I made, and it's just sort of like YouTube refusing to aid me in any way of getting them out there.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to like phone it in with like trying to make like a quality video, but at the same time, like, it is frustrating when you want to like put a lot of time in, and it's just sort of like YouTube goes, oh, this wasn't a success right away, bury it.
Yeah. It is very disheartening. Hey, Monday.
It's funny because my Street Fighter 2 versus Chun-Li video, the first one, it always gets a boost in views whenever new Street Fighter stuff comes out, because that's what I put one of the search criteria for.
Nice.
But I made a point to always consider someone's opinion valid because it's their opinion, and to judge a movie strictly based on the movie. I don't care about its history. Mm-hmm. It's important to know, but that ultimately doesn't make the movie any different.
Yeah. Like, it's box office revenue. It's because, like, what is it? The Thing? John Carpenter's The Thing? Bombed when it came out. Like,
yeah.
And that's an amazing movie.
That's not what I meant to do. Yeah, I love The Thing. And I feel like, honestly, because it seems that maybe the box office draw is the bigger historical footprint of a movie now than it used to be. But, like, perhaps the review rating is going to be more of a thing that drives that in the future. And if that's the case, I feel like the new Mario is going to be one of those, because it was absurdly panned by actual critics, but the way they were doing it was just showing like you are the most out of touch people. Like the famous one is the Mario movie has as much charm as an unplugged Game Boy, and it's like, why don't you just say the word Walkman at that point? Like, yeah, exactly. And that's the other thing too. Like sometimes a movie, for whatever reason, is just not.
Second hidden block.
It's just not known about, and so like the sales and fame and all that stuff come much later. Much like The Thing, it got panned, so people didn't watch it, and then it when people had the ability to, they're like, oh, this is great actually. Yeah, an unplugged Game Boy. So a Game Boy, exactly.
There we go.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think with streaming now, the history of how well a movie did is more just going to be the reviews. And I have this feeling that in the future, it's going to be, well, fan reviews didn't matter. The pros are the ones who made the real choice. And that's where it's going to mess up. Because a lot of the pros seem to be people who just, like, they want to write a review based on what they think the populace wants to hear. And I've noticed that a lot with just about any video game movie, is like, it is automatically just, what are the fancy ways we can ridicule it before we really even see it?
I gotta switch. I don't know what's happening with this, but it is like, I'm not sure if it's the connection. I gotta change.
I don't know. That's the content machine, exactly. It's a shame, and that's, I mean, I wish the effort versus opportunity, I guess to call it, was better on YouTube, because I want to keep doing the reviews, because like I want to do my part and try to give things a fair shot and actually evaluate them, rather than just going, everything sucks and here's why. Unless it's Oscar bait, then it's amazing. And unless it's Oscar bait, it's garbage. Or if it's a Marvel movie, because if we say it's bad, they'll burn our internet down.
And that's why monopolies are bad. Should I steal the star from you? You're the only one with the star.
I mean, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, but I gotta pay 30 coins, and then someone else is just gonna steal it from me. I'm gonna wait, and I'll steal a star later.
Interesting choice.
It's just I feel like we're gonna pass that one star around a lot.
You probably are.
And I don't want to pay 30 coins just to be robbed later when that person can rob you. Or someone else with a star.
Poxon, yeah, I agree with that. It's agitators are the problem, and it's the important thing is to find a reviewer who has similar, like, interests and opinions that you guys have matched most on the way. But even then, I say, like, just kind of take everything as a suggestion, and don't like base your opinion on what a reviewer has said. Simply because, like, I love Red Letter Media. I tend to see eye to eye with them a lot. But there's also a lot of movies that I like that they're like, this is trash. I'm like, I don't know if that's true. Like, I didn't realize how many people hate Godzilla King of Monsters, like the newer one, for seemingly no reason. I feel like of the new ones, that's my favorite.
I haven't seen it because I hated 2014.
Well, it's a lot better than 2014.
How is it compared to
human
versus
aspect? Oh, I hated that.
The King Kong versus?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I also didn't like that.
I loved Skull Island and I loved Godzilla King of Monsters, but oh my god, Kong versus Godzilla is so stupid.
It's really dumb. It is really dumb.
There's so many. It's clearly written by someone who loves King Kong, and there's a lot of just loopholes. Like, why is that working? Where it's like didn't he just previously atomic breath down to the core of the earth?
Yeah.
But for some reason now when he hits King Kong with it, it's like
Yeah, it's like a stiff breeze. Yeah, that's.
yeah.
Yes, he does drill a hole to the center of the earth with his atomic breath. That is a thing that Godzilla does.
Yeah, and I remember I had an argument with the same guy actually at work who was going down the I'm listening to the reviewer's path. He wouldn't admit it, but that's definitely what he was doing. Where he was pointing out all the things I kept hearing were complaints or were things. And I was like, okay, first of all, here's a big complaint of mine. Why does the fact that...
Oh, wait. Yeah, hold it like this? Oh, crap. No, I didn't do it right. Yeah, hold the upper buttons?
Yeah, the top one.
3, 2,
Okay, here we go.
1, go!
It's like, why did King Kong suddenly like outstrength Godzilla? It's like, it's because he found that it's like a monkey. He found an axe made of this like better material and blah blah. It's like it's made from a Godzilla spine. Godzilla has like 50 of them. Why would that matter?
Why is the one better?
Yeah, why is the one better than the tons of natural ones? And like, really, if you're gonna complain about the human aspect and how dumb it was in King of Monsters, just because the whole like she's going home, that whole thing that people write entire essays about why that's stupid, but you're gonna ignore all the Hollow Earth bullshit in Kong versus Godzilla. Come on.
Man, also
the reason I love, and this is why I think you would like it too. The reason I love King of Monsters is I love the old Godzilla movies that my granddad would get at flea markets, and it is like, what if those, like all the monster interactions, what if those movies, but graphics we can pull off now. And like Ghidorah's like personalities in each individual head is like so fun to watch, and Rodan is literally like the Starscream of the movie, where he's like, oh, I'm switching sides because Ghidorah's like destroying you, and then Godzilla beats him in the first person like grovel is Rodan.
Oh, we have to hold it.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
Are we just trying to make it big?
You're trying to make it the biggest without popping it.
Oh, I think yours is bigger.
Slightly.
Oh, freaking. Dang, well done.
I haven't seen the movie, but Kong went out standing a chance in honest fight against Godzilla. I know. I agree.
Oh, is the game loud? I could turn it down. There you go. Let me know if that's
honestly good. I'll put King of Monsters into the roster when we are doing a non-video game movie night, because I'd watch that anytime. And I mean, Skull Island's great. King of Monsters is great. The other ones, they have their issues.
See, I don't really like Skull Island. I thought it was okay. But still, like, it was... I don't know, it just didn't jive with me. Because I don't know if it was just like...
You know why he's calling them that? Because they tried to call it a mushroom tip and they didn't know. Anyway, sorry, I just wanted to say that before it went away. We can talk about that, Poxon, if you want. But what was it that you didn't like about Skull Island?
I didn't really think it was like the action wasn't super that fun.
Yeah.
Like just every part of it was like pretty all right. Like it wasn't bad. It was just nothing interested me.
See, this is the thing. I could see that, and I believe I see your point on that. The thing that I like about Kong, and I think it's just the different way to look at it, is it is a kaiju movie, but it's definitely more about the build up and discovery of it. And it's like, if you're looking for the action, it's pretty light on that, just for the last like little bit of it.
Yeah, but I didn't care
But I
about
love
the
the
build up. Like
I mean,
everything
yeah,
that
I
it was
did.
building to, and everything that like it was like you learned and all that, just none of it like resonated with me as like, oh, cool, or like, oh, that's interesting. Just like, yep, that is a thing. Like it existed.
Yeah, that's fair. I did like seeing all the different like monsters and just things that were out there, and I liked John C. Reilly's character. And I will say though, I
Yeah.
legitimately get hype every time he has the chain on his hand and he starts using the boat propeller like he's fucking Kratos. That gets me hype every time, no matter how many times I've seen it. I have not seen Prometheus. Not any money.
Monday, that is the 2014 one. Right, yeah, he blows up monster with his breath. Really, I've heard so many people rag on Prometheus.
What was the
I do want to see it, but
Monday said?
oh, the one where it's like opens up a bug monster's mouth and goes "Bark" into it.
Yeah,
Start.
That's
that was the best.
2014.
Yeah, that was the best part. Everyone liked that.
Yeah.
And then
Oh
they
shoot! I was thinking about Godzilla.
say they do it again in King of Monsters, but better.
Winner.
It's dumb as hell, but I kind of liked it.
The thing is, like, I kind of avoided Prometheus and all that stuff when I just realized, like, I don't think I'm that into any of the Alien movies other than the first one. That's just because I feel like the xenomorph works so well for a horror thing, but when you turn it to action, it's like, it's an alien action movie. I don't really care.
Yeah, but some of the other ones did try to capitalize on the horror parts.
Yeah.
And just failed miserably. Like Alien 3, you're back down to like one alien. It's like supposed to be tense and like ooh spooky, and like no, it's really
The
what
problem,
am I, 7?
the problem
No,
with
turn 7.
Alien and a lot of stuff with me is
Oh,
like,
nice.
if the mood changes so drastically between, two movies for me, I'm just like, it might get better, but I'm not gonna really like, unless I get like advised to or someone else wants to watch it, I'm not really gonna seek it out in the hopes that it gets better.
Yeah.
Like how I grade on you for watching all of Hellraiser.
I haven't seen. They didn't have the latest 2 before the remake on there, so I haven't seen those yet. But oh boy,
That's
there's
a good
some bad movies in there.
That's a good example of like, hey, I watched the first one, loved it. Second one, didn't like it as much, but think it's good. I saw the third one and I was like, well,
No,
I'm done.
Yeah.
That's how I tend to do series, is like, if I've heard it gets bad, I'll watch it until I think personally it got bad, because I know it doesn't improve again. And that's how I made it all the way through Saw and learned that about myself. I was like, oh, I like all of them except the last one. Not like the newest one, but the one called Final Chapter. I think it was like 7.
Yeah, I forget how many of those. Oh, I thought I was gonna land on versus. Oh no, not my coins. Yeah. Okay, I will say for the Hellraisers, Hellraiser 4 is one of the top 3. That being
Yeah.
said, 1 and 2 are the others. So,
I feel like
it's
I feel like I know where it falls as one of the top 3.
yeah, it's okay, but like it is. 4 was actually enjoyable as a whole. Had some down spots, but like as a whole, it was enjoyable. Only 1 and 2 I can say are also enjoyable as a whole. Like the rest of them are not. They're. Oh my gosh. Some of them have some highlights, but like.
Yeah. I thought I was gonna find like a new love of like campy horror when I was like I decided to watch Phantasm, and I was like, oh, I love the first Phantasm. It's so fun. And then I was like, oh, there's more. And then I watched Phantasm 2, and I'm like, this isn't as good.
Yeah.
But I still enjoy it. And then I saw the third one, and I was like, ah, dang.
Yeah. Stick shift. The 4th one is the one that's Hellraiser in space. Oh, I can't control when it goes. Does he freaking drift? He does kind
He
of
jumps
drift.
3 times before he goes.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Haha, got you.
Did.
But yeah, that's Hellraiser in space.
Yeah, Child's Play is one of those weird ones where like I feel like the first is the weakest one.
Yeah, I need to watch those. I've only seen one,
Start.
and I did like it. Oh
Well,
shoot,
that-
you can
there's
drift.
there's some sort of weird thing with Child's Play where it's like I think that's the movie I'm thinking of where it's like the copyright of the name Child's Play like shifted around or something.
Yes.
And so it's like that's why the rest of them are called like Chucky.
Yeah, because the person who originally did it still owns the copyright to.
Why did I stop? I thought I was gonna like juke you, then I was like, he can't control it like that.
Winner.
But yeah, whoever I think did the original Child's Play has the name trademark of the name Chucky. And yeah, by like the 4th movie, they started calling him Chucky.
You want a hot take? Most underrated sequel of all time is American Psycho 2. That hurt to read.
I haven't seen any
American Psycho 2. I appreciate everybody's opinion. That being said, American Psycho 2 is absolute trash. That is that is 100% one of those movies where it was not supposed to be that movie. They tacked on that title to try and make it something.
Like Hellraiser 8, it was not originally a Hellraiser movie.
Mhm.
And boy howdy, it is very clear.
Mhm.
Dang, Diddy Kong, you gotta use your freaking items, dude.
American Psycho 2 is Mila Kunis decides to kill people in her college dorm room, and they worked in an afterthought of what if she was I know his name.
Bateman?
Yeah, what if she was? Yeah, well, the whole reason she became a murderer is because one time her babysitter was like seduced and then killed by Patrick Bateman, and she saw him one time. Anyway, here's the rest of this movie.
I like and she saw him one time.
Yeah, that was it. See, that's the thing. Everybody who's like, I love that movie is like, well, I like Mila Kunis. There's way too many movies that get so many passes because someone likes somebody in it. Which I fall prey to that too. That's what makes me watch a movie. But I like to add that movie's bad, but X person is great in it. And I say that a lot because I love Matthew Lillard movies. Or I love Matthew Lillard.
Do love
Most of
Matthew
his movies
Lillard.
are not good. But he is usually the best thing in them.
Yeah, he is good. Hey, Nick the OG. How are you doing? Get an ally.
Yeah, I do try to not do that so much. But it's like, well, I want to say it's good because it's got an actor I like it. It's like, well, I'll say they're good, but wish they were in something else.
Yeah.
A lot of people think Hellraiser 2 is the better one, and I don't disagree with the opinion. I just prefer the first one just because I like what it was versus what it becomes.
Yeah. I like the first one the most.
I didn't say all
Sorry,
his
the
movies are
second
bad.
one.
I said most Monday.
Sorry, I like the second. I do like the second Hellraiser more than the first one.
Yeah. I was particularly, when I said that too Monday, I was particularly thinking of Wing Commander. That movie's not very good. It's not as bad as its infamy is. It's not good though, but Matthew Lillard is the best part of that movie.
He's pretty great.
But Matthew Lillard's best movie is SLC Punk, if you have not seen that.
That's a pretty good movie.
It's such a good movie. Not enough people have seen it, so I can't quote it as much as I want. But anytime something bad happens, I just want to go, I wasn't ready! Which is really poking fun at a very strong scene.
Yeah, but that's okay.
Like the... I mean, it is. It's the same fame of, like, what's in the box.
Yeah. Fallout from firing Mr. Magoo. Well, I'm glad Mr. Magoo is gone. Sorry that there's Fallout. But also Hackers.
Wing Commander is definitely no Battlefield Earth. I think that movie is the worst movie ever committed to film, and I love it. Which one are we talking about?
That's the L. Ron Hubbard joint.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. That's the one where John Travolta
is an alien.
He's like I don't know enough about
with Gorbals.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm about to lose a star.
Probably.
Okay, Luigi.
Unless he takes it from me.
No, he's gonna steal coins.
Okay. Luigi, well, he can't afford to steal a star.
Oh, good thing I robbed him earlier.
Yeah. And Matthew Lillard was, well, a lot of people are good in the Name of the King, A Dungeon Siege Tale, even though that movie is bad.
Oh yeah, the Scooby-Doo movie.
Mm-hmm.
I vaguely watched that. I should actually probably watch that again at some point. Uh-oh.
I love
the versus space.
I love the fact that Matthew Lillard did such a good impression of Shaggy in that movie. Hanna-Barbera was just like, you just want to keep doing him forever? And he was like, yeah. So now he's like the actual like voice of him.
Oh, is he? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's in the cartoon. He's canonically been. He's like the what Mark Hamill is to the Joker. Like he's not the only one, but he's definitely the most famous. Him and Casey Kasem.
Oh wow. Which was Casey Kasem?
He was Shaggy back in the 60s.
Oh, okay.
But here's the crazy thing, and I cannot get over this, that Frank Welker has played Fred since the beginning, and he does not sound different.
Oh, that's wild.
And I think Frank Welker is also Optimus Prime. I get him and the guy who plays Megatron confused, but I'm pretty sure that's Frank Welker.
I don't know what any of their names are. No, Daisy! We both lost our allies.
Super Strikers or whatever.
Got it.
Whatever that's called, the soccer one.
Yeah.
That'd be fun to play on stream. That's a pretty fun
Yeah.
game that I never want to play with strangers, because boy, is that a game that a lot of people online takes very seriously.
Oh, nice. Really,
Peter
Peter
Cullen.
Cullen is Optimus
That's
Prime.
it. That's it. Frank Welker is
Is he still?
Megatron then.
Is he still doing? Is he Optimus Prime in the movies too?
Yes.
I haven't seen those either.
I'm pretty sure. I know he was in the original of the new ones, and I know that he was getting more work because he was the announcer, one of the narrator on Toonami.
No, that's Steve Blum.
No, the host is Steve Blum,
Oh.
the guy who would talk about like coming up like that was Peter Cullen.
Oh, okay.
Because I just remember I watched the Transformers movie when it came out with Derek, and he got distracted by it the whole time because he was just like, it's just the guy from Toonami.
He also voiced Eeyore. Oh.
Hmm. I didn't know that, but now I hear it. Yeah, that's it.
Can I just poison someone? I think I'll poison someone.
Yeah, poison me. I don't care.
Nah. I'm gonna poison Luigi.
There's a really good documentary called "I Know That Voice" that John DiMaggio did about voice acting, and it's on. I don't know if it's free, but it's on Amazon Prime, and I recommend giving that a watch. It's really well done and pretty interesting.
Does sound pretty cool.
Talks about that
Five?
the crazy story about when Mel Blanc went into a coma, and the only way he could come out of it, was the doctor realized that if he talked to him asking for bugs, for some reason that would get a response.
What?
And he would only talk in like a cartoon's voice. He wouldn't respond in his voice. So it was almost like a split personality thing. Well,
Oh well, have a free item.
the announcer from the original Super Friends cartoon was Ted Knight. Who's Ted Knight?
I don't know.
The name sounds familiar.
Did he say
Say
what's
what's
up, Doc?
I don't
That's funny.
know. I know that the story, the example they say is like, Mel, can you hear me? And he wouldn't respond, and they say, Bugs, can you hear me? He's like, yeah, I can hear you, Doc.
That's
And it's weird. It's like, and so like there's a lot of episodes of he had to go on recovery and like what do you call it when you basically set up a little hospital in your house? Like you're not in the hospital for like months, but you basically have like a nurse's aide. I can't remember what the term is, but he got set up like that in his home. And I don't think it was Warner Brothers at the time, was it? Maybe it probably was.
I think so.
But,
I think they've been part of. I think they've owned the Merry Melodies and stuff.
Yeah. They paid to have basically a recording studio built in his recovery room in his house, and all like the other actors, the few there are, came over to his house, and there's a bunch of episodes of Looney Tunes where apparently Mel Blanc is like recovering in bed
Oh wow.
during the recording.
Oh, there we go.
I am not controlling this properly.
Woo! It's not hospice. Hospice is when you're like on your way out and they're taking care of you.
Yeah,
Versus
it's
recovery.
like at-home care, but there's a word for it.
Palliative care is part of hospice, but hospice is a better word for. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, the like homemade something. I forget. Not homemade. That's when you make food. Not
Well,
really.
homemade.
I know. That was a joke.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, there's a lot of like really interesting things in that documentary. If there was a physical copy, I would show it, but I don't know if there is.
There is if you burn it to a disc.
I don't know how I would do that. It's the thing. Like, I don't know how to essentially rip a digital purchase. Otherwise, I would finally watch the Uwe Boll documentary because I ain't watching that by myself.
Oh, snap. That's the second 9 I rolled on that die.
There you go.
Hey, Larson.
Dressing a nurse is your Larson. If it was like, hey, we're gonna do kink plating dressed as a nurse, and you actually did nursing duties, I would be very confused. Like, oh, we're just in a hospital.
Yeah, the nursing duties are generally a lot less fun. Oh, come on, land real close. Land within like 8 spaces. Dang it. It's like, can I get 2 stars?
Yeah. I'm interested in the Uwe Boll documentary in the way of like how historian people get really interested in Hitler. It's like I don't like the person, but I want to learn about them.
Out of item. Yeah. Oh, sorry, it was you. Oh, I don't get those coins? You just lose them? Dang. I didn't even rob you. I want to watch him fight a guy. You could watch in very poor quality, like 140p. There's a video someone shared on the Discord of that fight. It's only about a minute long. Uwe Boll knocks the crap out of him. Oh, the documentary? Better. Yeah,
Monday, that's the movie we don't talk about.
We must never speak. Oh, yeah, I don't know if it's in the documentary, but there is footage of him fighting.
Probably.
But I don't know if it's in the doc.
Yeah, that was the thing that bothered me about it and why I won't do a review on it.
Yeah.
Because that's not something I want to give any sort of praise to, so that's my veto. So I'm not doing that one.
Oh, it's the treasure chuck one. Got it. Ooh, you can't catch me. Oh, shoot. Yeah, you can. Okay, I'm good. Oh, no. I got stuck on a shy guy. Woo! I won the practice round. Points. As an adaptation, it's still his best. It's sad. Yeah.
He had a bunch of them that he really could have tried.
Yeah.
And then the one that's just vile is the one that he's like, I'm going to really knock this one out. Ooh.
All right, here's a question about the Mario movie.
Yes.
In the like promotional material, there's a thing of Luigi saying it's Luigi time.
That does not happen.
Okay. So what the heck was
At
that?
least not that I remember. Maybe a passing line, but I don't recall that. Yeah, that's another one of the problems Monday is he saw it as like, oh, this is one that that I can just do everything I want to do. And it's like, no, because it's a satire. And then he's like, I don't know what that is. I'm gonna make satire real.
That means I can do whatever I want, right? No, that's not what it means. All right, well, that's what I'm going to do.
I'm so proud of this one. I gave myself ample face time in it.
Ooh, which star was that? I didn't see.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, good job.
The one for being Shy Guy.
Oh, that's a good one.
And the Shy Guy star goes to Luigi.
He's so shy. I thought it was a bold move when he said so lucky, Bowser. Classic misunderstanding. Fine, fine, I'll put a satire in it.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, you want it.
I think so, because I think I had the most before the stars, and then I got a star. Ah, Bowser Jr. with a slow motion freaking.
Yeah, why was it so slow?
I think the internet connection got a little
That was
choppy there.
fast. The
Yeah, that witch kind of looks like Scooter. Does kind of look like Scooter from the Muppets.
a lot of people, one of the things people are saying about the Mario movie that really bugs me is when people are like, it's just a big commercial for Mario. It's like, it's not. It's what in reality you want a video game movie to be. The commercial for Mario would be, we're only going to talk about the newest game. We're going to wait until a game that we're trying to sell, and we're only going to do that. Like, this was there are references because it's a world based in those games. Very well blended in. And it's like, this is just what life is like there. And it feels like that's what it is. And in my opinion, if that makes you go, I really want to play Mario, it was an ad. Like, no, that's on you.
I gotta grab some food. I will be right back.
All right. That I saw that really irks me is that they don't ever use any music from the game, only licensed songs in American. Whoever told you that is very incorrect, because yes, there are licensed song in that, but there's also a ton of reorchestrated music from the Mario from Mario, which is great. I wish it was all that. I understand the music that they put in there. That's really the biggest complaint about it.
I'm here.
But the thing is like, I was thinking about when I was watching it recently, the part that's like the montage of him doing the obstacle course. It's like, what Mario music would work here? And it's like, some of them it's just like, I want more of that music, but some of it just won't really fit. But yeah.
And this food is good. All right, which one are we doing?
I don't mind, whichever.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna wait. Yeah, I'm gonna back out.
Also, The one that I originally thought was the most jarring of the licensed music is Take On Me playing when they go to the Kong place. But then I thought about it, and it's like the music kind of stops when I think he's called Swanky Kong, the one who's in like the sports jacket. But the music stops when he leaves, and it's like I kind of assumed that was the music that was playing in the cart of the 70s monkey. But yeah, ever since Steve's pointed out the issue with No Sleep Till Brooklyn being played, and it's like, yeah, can't argue with that one.
Wait, there's an issue with No Sleep Till Brooklyn?
Well, there was a discussion about like it's fine that No Sleep Till Brooklyn was in it because it was them running through Brooklyn, and then Deebs pointed out, yes, but it's No Sleep Till Brooklyn. In that song, they're not there yet, so it didn't make any sense. It's
Well,
like,
yeah.
That's true.
And they weren't sleeping, so they're doing it.
It's true. Like, I'll say the only reason anybody would really hate the Mario movie is if just the fact that references exist drives you insane.
I'll be honest. They can drive me up a wall.
Now, here's the thing. Do you consider a difference between reference for the sake of, like, remember this? Or reference for this would be here, and you remember what it's from?
If it is a passive thing, I'm more okay with it. If it's like let's draw attention to it, but the only reason it matters is because of it being a reference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how they all are. It's more none of the references are really drawn attention to. It's just sort of they're there for you to notice. And any of the ones that are drawn attention, it's not so much a reference as in this makes sense for it to be here. And I suppose you can interpret it as like a nostalgia bait reference, but also just like it would be here, like the superstar in general. It's like, well, that's a thing in Mario, so. Yeah, Easter eggs. That's the word. But there's also stuff that's like, it is front and center, and it's not so much an Easter egg, it's just like, this just is what is here.
I remember what Boo's thing
Give
is.
Paper Mario the movie it deserves. I agree.
Mm. I don't know who the heck Pom Pom is. I don't know what her dice is, so I'm going with that.
Pom Pom is
That's
like,
one of the.
I think she was made up. Yeah, she was, I think, made up.
I hate to break this to you, but they're all made up.
Well, I think she was okay. She was added to the roster in I want to say 3D World is where she first showed up.
Okay.
Oh, I actually just got my copy of the Mario Encyclopedia, so I could look it up, but it's in a box right now.
Oh.
The Luigi's Mansion movie, I think they
see
are
that.
going to do. Like, Luigi really doesn't get a whole lot of screen time, and I kind of think that might be why. Because it's like, they're also really cautious about this one. Like, we don't want to put everything we want to put in here in case this is a success and we need to make more. But I feel like the next of the Mario movies specifically will be more reference to Galaxy. Because they point out space quite a bit, and the Luma is in the jail.
That's how we
I
get the
would love to
Smash
see a
movie.
Luigi's Mansion movie, though. The Luma is the best character.
I haven't played any of the Luigi's Mansions, but it does seem like they would make it good. Like, they've got a good narrative feel to them that they could make into a movie.
Yeah, Monday, I agree. People who complain about too much video game being in the video game movie.
Oh
Yeah,
my
you should
gosh.
go watch Doom.
But you could see the first person section.
You can.
That movie. Good gravy.
It's. It's funny how it's not as bad as the second one. I really thought they would have learned a lesson, and it's weirder because the second one pulls from the source material more, but it's like they just ignore it.
The CGI one?
No, that's the one that that was the one Doom Annihilation, I think, is what it was called, and that's the one where they have physical representations of the different colored keys and all the weapons and stuff, and actually talk about portals to hell and things, and it's cool, they're setting up for a Doom movie, and then they go,
oh yeah,
but instead it's gonna be a zombie movie because we don't know what the fuck we're making.
oh yeah, I remember that now. I completely forgot about that movie.
Rat Beach, that would be a great idea if Nintendo starts actually producing just starts doing a movie thing, that they have WarioWare shorts at the beginning like Pixar does.
Oh, that would be awesome. I'd love some WarioWare shorts. And also a nice pair of shorts.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I remember how to do this.
Yeah. I mean, the Doom 2005 movie for me falls into that weird category of I don't think it's good, but there's definitely movies I would prefer to watch this over. It successfully does just enough.
Congratulations.
Whew.
Well, they're doing longer jumps. I don't know how to do those.
Winner.
Booty shorts that say "Get it together." Heck yeah, I want that. And a Wallow or a Wario silhouette on one side, like a littler one. It's not taking
really
up a whole
want-
cheek.
I really want as far as Nintendo movies that the Mario success they might experiment with. I really want a Metroid movie, a Star Fox movie, and I'm convinced that it would be a challenge, but you could do a good live action F-Zero movie if you did it with the same group that handled Speed Racer.
The movie?
Yeah,
Wasn't that the Wachowskis?
I think. But I'm talking about the visual aspect of it. That movie was painful to the eyes, neon, ridiculous. It was like a Hot Wheels movie. But then you think about the way the F-Zero race is, it's that'd be perfect.
Item. Heck yeah. Aw, she Naruto runs.
Yeah. And I would just love to see... I can't think of... I'm not good with... I'm not good with thinking about actors of who I would like to play somebody, but it's who would be Captain Falcon?
I don't know enough about Captain Falcon to weigh
You know as much as you need to.
in. Does that eat Falcon punches?
A Falcon punch and show you moves, and that's all you need.
Oh, that's right. He does say, "Show me your moves." So how many shots does this have? 4 shots. Okay. Ha ha ha! Ah, dang it!
Duh,
Get out of here!
never. You didn't win.
I didn't. Did you hear Jim Carrey
You know-
doing it?
I would have said no, but after his take on Robotnik, like, yeah, I could see that.
Start.
Get out here, Yoshi. Oh, wow. We both really
I'm
beefed
really
that
bad
one.
at this. Really bad at this one.
Oh!
There you go.
Whew.
Winner.
That was tough.
I would be okay with a Bloodborne show, but I really feel like Bloodborne would go the way of the Dragon's Dogma thing, where it's like, visually it's going to be great. What the fuck do you do for the story?
Also, I'm on board with a Metroid movie. I didn't mention that when you said it before. I think that would be really cool.
I think that one, I can't ever remember her name because I didn't really watch it, but the tall warrior looking lady with the red hair, I guess it was red, maybe not, with the hair in Game of Thrones, I think would be a really good live action Samus.
The Brienne of Tarth?
I think so.
She's blonde, but yes.
Yeah, other than that, even better.
I could see her doing it.
Yeah, I feel like that would be my choice for a live action Samus. Jason Statham hands down for Captain Falcon. No, I don't see that. I think Jason Statham I don't think would get how like not serious he's supposed to be.
Gwendolyn Christie, that's it. Thanks, Larson.
Yeah, her. I don't know. Y'all could tell me the character's name and I just have to agree. I don't know.
You're like, yeah, sure, that one. Alright, I gotta get more food. I'll be right back.
The problem with the Metroid movies, I feel like they'd fuck it up and make it like Other M, where they just completely missed the point of why she's a good character. Well, that's the thing. The heights, look-wise, I feel like if you let her grow her hair out, she would be fine as Samus. And besides, for most of the movie, she's in the suit. No, it's not the same energy is what I'm saying with saying. It's like Captain Falcon's personality is like a Japanese spectacle wrestler rather than like an action guy. Would you make it horror movie, aka Metroid Dread, though? I mean, sure. I haven't played Metroid Dread, but I feel like it definitely has legs for that. I've seen a playthrough of Dread, and I have problems with it, like with the ending. Just the retcon lore bothers me.
The ending of what?
Dread. They retcon some lore in it that's always bothered me.
Oh.
Start.
Like, you don't like that they
Well, it just
retcon?
sort of, the problem is the lore they make up sort of makes Fusion, like the whole storyline of Fusion, not matter. Which I think Fusion's one of my favorites.
my gosh, I love how angry Pom Pom is. Ow! No! How did you get Yoshi was in front of you?
I think it's whoever's in like the most center.
It's always glaring.
Fusion, yeah, Fusion was the one with the X Parasite.
Finish.
What's the X Parasite do?
Winner.
The X Parasite is a new like threat to the universe that the only natural predator of it is Metroids. And Samus gets infected by it, so they splice her DNA with a Metroid. And so she can now feed off of them. And now that's why she's Fusion, because she fused with the Metroid. The problem I have with it is, and spoiler for Dread, is Dread claims it's always been that way.
What, that she didn't have to get fused to feed on Metroids?
That she like the Chozo like made her like half Metroid. It doesn't.
Oh dang, 2 no it doesn't. Also, hi Lampy.
Huh. I thought it did. Well, I need to look at it again then, because that's what I thought it was saying.
Man, you are on a roll with these hidden blocks.
Yeah. Maybe just learned that she had become a Oh. See, I thought they were saying that she had always been one, like that was her lineage or something. Like that's what made her special from the start. I have to look at that cutscene again and why I got that confused.
I have a mushroom.
But I wasn't sure if I would like Dread all that much because I have heard nothing but good things about it. But I tried to play the remake of Metroid 2.
Oh, Samus
and
Returns?
Yeah, and it just kind of like there's something about that whole the way that played. I was like, I don't know. I'm kind of worried if Fusion's like this, I may not like it. Or if Dread is like this, I may not like it. The Chozo DNA. That was the thing that I remember being in it. I got confused with the Metroid part. I forgot that it was Chozo DNA that she always was.
Dang, this is our third time playing this game.
It just really wants us to like make these motions on camera is what it is.
Yeah.
Whee! 3, 2, 1, go!
Well, I thought I figured out how to make you jump more, but I guess not.
I'm doing it a little bit, but only sometimes. I'm not
Yeah.
sure why. I didn't figure it out.
I didn't either.
But this arm! Blah! There's also a fan-made remake of Metroid 2 that's done in Super Metroid style. That's supposedly pretty good. And it came out, I think, a year before Samus Return did. Or a couple years before or something.
When did it establish that she was when she had Chozo DNA?
In character creation, that's the background she chozoed. What was Metroid Prime Hunters? That's not the one everybody hated. That was Federation Force, right?
That was that and Other M. But
oh right, Other M.
Metroid Prime Hunters was one of the release titles on the original DS. It's just the handheld version of Metroid Prime, essentially. Pretty sure the game itself was different, though. I never played it. It's been established for a while, I believe. That's why she can use the power armor. See... I guess the lore that I saw, it was like a comic of it, and I guess that was different.
I know nothing about Metroid. I cannot confirm or deny anything. I think that's why I think a movie of it would be cool, where it's like a nice little, like, here's a little introduction to Metroid. Summed up in a cool movie. Also, apparently there was a John Woo directed Metroid. That was the plan in the 90s, and we never got it.
I mean, there was a lot of planned Nintendo movies that didn't happen.
Start.
So help me, I will get these coins.
Did I pick a thing? I don't know how this one works.
You pick a direction.
Oh,
and
okay.
with the coins, and then if someone else picks the direction, neither of you get it.
Huh. Oh, you can't change your mind either. Oh, yeah, you can.
Oh, can you?
I guess.
Oh, dang.
Oh, you don't choose with the stick, and then. Okay, I see.
Yeah, you just pick the direction you want to go.
Gotcha. I'll tell you what. One thing though that I know they will do if they start doing a Nintendo movie franchise that I don't want them to do is a Zelda movie.
Why is that?
I just don't. I don't think Zelda has legs to make a good movie. It's got a little bit too much lore to it, where it's like, if they were like, "Hey, we're gonna make one," it's like, "I promise you'll fuck it up."
Oh no, you're about to send us all back.
And the other thing is, like, at the core of a Zelda story, it's just the classic swordsman to defend a princess thing. It's like movies that were pumped out constantly in like the 50s. Not the, well, you know, like old like black and white movies. And it's like, I just don't think I think it's a definitely good subject for a game, but a movie I'm not so sure. It's like that much adventure, not really, and not much actual like substance to the story. It depends, I guess, which Zelda you would base it on, but I feel like the obvious popular choice would be Breath of the Wild and the new ones, and it's like, I don't think you can make a good movie of that.
I do think they probably have to take some pretty big liberties with,
Yeah,
like,
or
characters and stuff.
Or they would do what I theorize they did for the original Mario, and they would, for some reason,
Maybe
try to pull a
movie?
try to pull a Zelda story out of something that already did have a Zelda story and do it after the cartoon. Which I guess,
me.
yeah, I was gonna say, like, I guess if you want to make like a wacky like adventure comedy for kids, you could do that. How Ganondorf turned into a shithead. That's not an interesting story, though. He just is.
He just is a shithead.
Yeah. It's not like someone stepped on his ice cream cone and then that just domino affected into a villain. He's just the inheritor of the Triforce of Power, and it makes him lust for power. Except in the new ones, because they don't mention the Triforce at all, and it bothers the hell out of me. Yeah.
What are they going for?
I don't know. There's a lot of like really, really established Zelda lore that Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are like, don't think about that. Wind Waker style animated one, I would like that. That would be good. Timothy Chalamet would play Link. Who is that?
I have no idea. That name sounds familiar, though. Hang on.
I've definitely heard it. What? Is it from Dune? The new Dune? It would have to be. Because
Oh, I've seen this guy. Where have I seen this guy?
I have not seen the new Dune.
I haven't either. Okay, filmography.
Nick, I just don't think that's that interesting. I kind of like the fact that there is a villain who's just evil. They don't have some sort of ulterior like reason for it.
It's like, I'm bad.
The misunderstood villain thing, like, it got tiring for me.
I do not know why I recognize this guy's face. I don't think I've seen anything he's in.
Evil because an evil is boring. The fun thing about a villain who's just evil for the sake of it is, with no motives, their intentions are unclear and they're hard to counteract for.
I think that works better. Well, it depends. It's if the motivation of the villain doesn't matter. Like if the point is the people, then it's kind of like more of like a disaster movie where it's like, does the tornado have motives? No, it's just a tornado. It's a natural disaster.
Yeah.
But then you just really have to focus on what does matter and making sure that comes through.
Surviving and or stopping, which is, even if you do give the villain a reason behind it, is ultimately what the movie would be anyway.
I can steal some coins? Or I can steal a star. I'm the only one with a star. Alright, well, guess I'll steal some coins. Cough them up, Yosh.
Yeah, Larson, I'm on board with that.
A tornado was picked on when it was just a dust devil. Oh, a hidden block. Put that in my burger box. What does Nick say? Fine with a villain who knows they're a villain and embraces being evil. That's fine, but the concept of he's just evil because he is, because we said so, is classic, sure, but it's fine, I don't agree. Yeah, I feel like you either need to not explain it. Like, if it's gonna be... Maybe you as the writer understands they're evil just because I need some evil. You know, I need a force in the world. But then again, you don't have to explain it. It's just, that's how they are. And that's not what the movie is about, so it's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta pull the super long one, that's right.
Yeah. I think if you made an origin story about Ganon, though, like, it would be fine to be like, he was a destined-born single male that only happens once a century, and is king of the Gerudos, and decided that he wants to take over the whole kingdom that doesn't really pay much attention to them, and it's just a tyrannical king story. But like the deeper motivation of why, like, he would always end up being something like a disapproving parent or something, and it's like that to me waters down the sheer like maliciousness of a character.
There you go, Goomba. You
And in
got
his
it.
case, the whole Triforce of Power is like he wants to take over because he can. And that's the whole thing, is like the destiny he has of being who he is makes ultimately the victory over him much more impressive. Because if you humanize him, then whatever, you beat a guy.
But if he's the personification of something,
Yeah.
makes sense. I think he's mainly played 2D Zeldas, not 3D ones. Oh, just the Pigman Ganon. Are they ever gonna bring Ganon?
Hmm.
Like, yeah, because that was Ganon is the Pigman, but Ganondorf
Ganon
is the man.
Ganon is the Moblin King version of him. Ganondorf is the human form, which often devolves into the animalistic monster of Ganon.
Got it.
It's sort of like Ganondorf is the glamour used by Ganon. Except in lore, it's not, because he was born that way. So it's more like he uses the Triforce of Power to mutate into a monster, rather than the monster looking like a person.
Glamourdorf. I like that one.
It's Piggledorf. Yeah, Ganondorf is a human incarnation of Ganon. But like, yeah, as it goes on though, it's more that Ganondorf is the natural form, and then he turns into Ganon, rather than him always having been Ganon. You know what I mean?
I mean, no, but that's okay because
Not you, because you don't know dick about.
you
Zelda.
don't know Ganon. You don't know Ganon from Dorf.
Everyone's thirsty for him now because of his Tears of the Kingdom outfit.
Well, yeah. Have you seen his Tears of the Kingdom outfit?
Yeah, he's just a samurai now.
So that's a reason to be thirsty.
I personally like the mummy version. I like Mumra Dorf.
Who's Mumra Dorf?
Just Mumra from Thundercats, and then Dorf.
So is this where I tell you that I don't know what a
Ganondorf
Thundercats-
in Tears of the Kingdom. Ganondorf is like a big dried beef jerky mummy
Oh, really?
that gets rehydrated. But I like the mummy form. I think his voice is better, especially.
Or you almost got Waluigi.
Vati. I know that name. Who is Vati? Is that the guy from Skyward Sword? That's the one I didn't play. When I die, will I be try Ganondorf? Minish Cap. Yes. Okay. Did play Minish Cap. Didn't finish it because I did not have. I was borrowing a friend's copy at the
You
time.
didn't finish Cap.
I never played Four Swords either. I kind of forgot about those. Yeah, Girahim. That's the one. I liked Zant. His wacky, evil, insane bullshit ways, and I wish he had stayed the villain.
Who's Zant?
He's the villain in Twilight Princess that when it comes time to really like showcase the villain, it's like, no, it's Ganon again. It's like, oh, all right.
Stop.
What? I don't. What? What are we doing?
I think we had to slam it on the highest rumble. Oh shoot, which you did.
Yes, the boss fight was super disappointing.
Wow. Enjoy
Yeah.
those coins.
I feel like Twilight Princess did a really good job of making characters with personality, and then they just kind of fell back into their Zelda ways. Which are they're not bad things, but I was like, I am really digging the cast in this game. And it's like, oh, well, now it's back to normal.
Isn't that kind of what they do? Maybe I'm
It
wrong
is.
because I don't know, but it's like every few games, so let's be like, let's just really throw a curveball, and then they go, all right, back to normal.
Yeah. That's the thing, like, it feels like Twilight Princess, they're finally going to break that mold, which they hadn't done since Majora. Where it was like, yeah, this is a different thing. And then I've been waiting for it ever since. But just Midna and Zant had enough to make us think everybody else did. No, I mean, like all the people in I feel, well, you know what? I don't remember enough, so I'll agree with you, Rat Beach. I feel like there was more personality, but I can't confirm.
Stick shift. Still trying to work out times. Ooh. On the Zelda stream. But hopefully that'll be ironed out very soon. That's my hope.
Larson,
I'm trying.
you and Migo are two of the only people I know who have played Phantom Hourglass, and I assume you also
kidding
really
me?
loved it.
We got
Oh,
social climbers again.
Yeah. That's why I don't play this one anymore.
I don't understand how it gave us this 4 times in 2 games.
Three, two,
But I like the mini games
go.
that you have to use the actual Joy-Con.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of interesting ideas that they added in this one, and but I feel like overall it's kind of like, you know,
I don't know. I like it.
there's some of the presentation bugs me. Like, I hate the I might as well be sleeping level of excitement with like, you got a star,
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Winner.
and the winner is Pom Pom. Not this,
win?
but like when you actually like win the full thing, it's like the winner is this. You did it. Congratulations. Play again.
Oh my gosh.
That's a Mario Party when you don't want to wake your parents up.
Late night, everybody else is asleep.
Exactly.
Sweet, I'm right in front of the star. As long as you or Yoshi doesn't somehow yoink it from me.
I doubt I will.
I don't know. Yoshi has some sort of Toad Tamagotchi thing. I don't know what that does. Well,
Oh,
guess
yeah,
let's
I don't
not
either.
use it.
It's like a Toad cell phone, I think. See, I never played Phantom Hourglass or Spirit Tracks because I didn't have a DS for the longest time, and then I completely forgot about them.
Okay.
But I recently like going back and playing like other DS games that I missed out on.
Yoshi just gave me the star. Yoshi could have gotten the star.
And he doesn't want it.
That is some very strange AI.
It is. Like I was I'm not still doing it, but I need to go back to the DS and keep playing
Oh,
Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. Superstar Saga. Is that what it's called? I can't remember.
those are two separate things, I think. There is Bowser's
That's
Inside
right.
Story and I think Superstar Saga are two different
Right, I couldn't
RPGs.
remember. I think it's just Mario and Luigi is the series.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But,
those are the handheld RPG.
Yeah, that's super fun. And I got the Super Princess Peach, which is fine. It's just not spectacular. Yeah, and now you can play the Superstar Saga, like the good version, on the Game Boy Advance emulator. Because I know the port to the 3DS or the DS, Migo has it, and she's saying it's not as good as the original. I want to play Paper Jam because I really like the Paper Mario. Well, I like two of Paper Mario. I haven't played the other ones.
Oh my gosh, how are you throwing so many over?
Because they're all clustered together and I got a giant racket.
Wow, you are crushing us.
I wonder if I could actually crush you.
Oh wow, I whipped it. I beefed it so hard. You almost doubled our score.
Winner.
That was a weird pose. Like she tripped.
She's doing the Mario. Like the TV show. You have to trip in that one. It's my favorite part of the dance. That's right, they did release Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask, did they do Ocarina of Time on 3DS too?
They did.
Okay.
And I think the Majora's Mask port is okay. I know there's problems with it. I like the step up in graphics that they gave it. But I know there's a lot of complaints, like with the Zora swimming. It's different, but I feel like that's okay enough to where it doesn't bother me. They nerf swimming. Yeah, Rabbi said.
I'll never forgive them.
Start.
I like that Goomba puts his face on it.
What's that? What else is it gonna do?
I love it. I love Goomba's animations.
The Goomba mattress.
Goomba mattress.
Oh,
Yeah!
I thought it got more see-through than that before it pops. Yeah, they did ruin the Zora mods, but they also gave it motion aiming, which is very good.
Oh, I love motion aiming.
Also, they added a lot of things like the cryptic, hintless nature has been removed, and there's literal places to find hints of what to do.
Sounds
'Cause
useful.
I played the original on 64, and I really liked it, but I do remember being like, well, I want to get all the masks, and without a guide, I'm never going to figure out how to do this. The Bomber Notebook was vastly improved. That, yes, but I'm also talking about they had the, I can't remember what they're called, the stone things, where you could like crawl inside and it would give you like a contextually based like video of what you had to do. So it's like, I don't know where that is, but I know what I need to do once I find that.
Oh.
Stone of Truth, that's it.
Aw, yeah. One unenthusiastic. You gotta
You
start.
gotta stop.
Hey, I feel like the thing I would prefer more than a Zelda movie would be a like what's an example of another game that's done this? But like a real step up like in graphics remake of Ocarina, specifically because I want to be scared by the well again. That scared me so much as a kid. The dead hand was freaky, but it doesn't do anything to me anymore, and I want to rekindle that fear. Give me a high graphic dead hand in a very scary well. That's what I want.
Wait, do they, Larson, is that real? They removed the 3D? After
Oh,
he
do
loses
they?
an eye? That's super funny.
Uh,
Uh-oh.
Kojima, you have good ideas, but you're just insane.
Good ideas, but you need someone to tell you no sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Aw, shoot.
This is coming from somebody who legitimately really loves the overarching storyline of all the Metal Gears. I have multiple times gladly chosen to watch I think it's almost 8-hour long video that is the synopsis of the entire series.
Oh, wow.
And then also after watching that, watched every game's cutscene movie, which took me, I think, a week and a half to watch 8 hours a day at work during COVID, where we didn't have anything to do.
Jeez. That does sound like a good time to watch it, though.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let me not run into you. So it seems like the trick is always run towards them at an angle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Because they can't do a full 180.
You know what recent game I think would make a really good Netflix series or whatever you want to put it on, HBO or whatever. And I think Deebs might agree with me and whoever else has played it. But I think Evil West would be a really good like show.
Mm. I haven't played but heard good things, so I can't confirm or deny, but it sounds cool.
Noel Cowell Grievous. I don't know if that's who did it, but it might be. Better show than a game. Yeah, probably. Because, I mean, I love the game. The game is just really, at its core, it's Wild West, Devil May Cry, with completely different mechanics. But it's just like, why is this happening? Don't worry about it. It just is. Roll with it.
It's a game.
We'll give you an explanation, but we're not going into it. Just accept that this is why. There's a lot of Devil May Cry that's like that, where it's like, yeah, there's some really rich lore. As far as what you're doing right now, just go with it.
This is not one of those times.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Which I submit. I know it's on your list, but I want you
No.
to play
No.
Devil May Cry 1
Okay.
for saves. For nope, save state's my thing.
That's your...
For
There's no Devil May Cry
behind
movie.
schedule. There is a Devil May Cry anime.
Oh, okay. There was one... Oh, shoot, that someone was telling me about that I forgot. I was like, oh, I have to make sure Blight knows about this one. And I forgot. It was a
I don't
weird,
know you
obscure
much.
one. Crap. This
What?
is not helpful.
A game or a show?
It was a movie.
Or a movie or a show?
It was a movie.
Okay.
Crap. I don't remember.
I'm curious if I'm curious if I've heard of it because I've been really like looking for them.
You probably have. I would guess you have.
I'm going to assume this is also wrapping up the stream.
Yes, it is 8:30.
Okay. Video game movie. that's really obscure
I
that we
really,
haven't watched.
yeah.
I wonder what it might be.
I really. Sorry.
If you captured an image,
Oh gosh. Don't unmute Twitch.
Because I got next to me the last few that I knew about that had ways to get them. Other than, you know, like made for TV movies that over in Korea, because Korea did so many Dynasty Warrior movies.
That was it. It was Dynasty Warrior.
Yeah, Dynasty Warrior. I've been trying to get that.
Okay. It was Dynasty
but I do
Warrior.
know about that. But there are so many more. There's like, I guess Dynasty Warrior movies. This is a weird comparison. It's like Dynasty Warrior movies is like Fire Emblem to Japan, or it's like they love it so much and they do not care about pumping tons of media into it.
Well, are you gonna have to watch all of them or just the first one?
I can't watch all of them because I can't get them.
Oh, okay.
That
Well,
was
that's
one of the big contributors to why the list was 177 movies. Once I started actually looking into it, I realized there's a lot of them that I have no possible way of watching.
fair. Mm.
So I had to start bending the rules a little bit more to accept things like the Tetris movie, which is a video game movie, but technically not about a video game. It's about the making of a video game. So it's like,
Well, it's not even about
That
the
skirts
making.
the
It's about
line
like
of accept-
the publishing of it, isn't it?
yeah, well, it's not about
Oh.
the making of it. It's about the
Also, it's rating in 5 seconds. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, the crazy story of it getting published.